Thomas Clayton was Delaware's 12th senator and the third to serve non-consecutive terms. In both cases, he was specially elected. He served from January 15, 1824 to March 3, 1827, and then again from January 19, 1837 to March 3, 1847. Clayton was born in Massey, Maryland, but grew up in Newcastle County, Delaware. His father was Joshua Clayton, who had been a senator for a short time in 1798, and his grandfather was Richard Bassett, who had been Delaware's first senator. In 1799, Clayton started his law practice in Dover and soon embarked on a lengthy political career. First, he became clerk of the Delaware House of Representatives in 1800 and soon was elected to be an actual member. In 1808, he became Delaware's Secretary of State, and in 1810, he became Delaware Attorney General. In 1815, he was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. He served one term in Congress, but finished a distant fifth in the 1816 election and returned to his law practice in Dover. In 1821, he was elected to the Delaware Senate, and in 1824, he was specially elected to the United States Senate. Caesar A. Rodney had resigned to become minister to Argentina, and so Clayton was specially elected to finish his term. In 1827, the legislature chose Lewis McLean for the seat, and so Clayton returned to Delaware and was soon appointed Chief Justice of the Court of Common Pleas. That court became the Delaware Supreme Court in 1832, and Clayton served as Chief Justice until 1837, when term limits prevented him from continuing. The man chosen to succeed Clayton as Chief Justice was his cousin, John M. Clayton, who was then a U.S. Senator. John Clayton resigned from the Senate to return to Delaware and prepare for his new job as Chief Justice, and in the special election to replace him, the legislature chose the outgoing Chief Justice, Thomas Clayton. So in the end, the two cousins just traded jobs. Thomas Clayton finished the term John Clayton had started, and in 1841, Thomas was elected to a full term of his own. But in 1847, the legislature elected Presley Spruance to the seat, and so Clayton retired to Newcastle and eventually died in 1854. There is a town in Delaware called Clayton, but it's named after John Clayton. Sorry, Thomas.